My name is Ren Kagura. My main job is a freelance illustrator, and I work part-time at events. If I only focused on my main job, I would become shut in. So I deliberately take on work outside and go out. Yes, this is the designated seat for the section. Suddenly, I felt pain in my stomach. I've been feeling nauseous since yesterday, but it gradually turned into pain. It's okay. Work will be finished soon.
Hey, Kagura-san, you look pale. Are you okay?
I finally couldn't bear the pain and collapsed on the desk.
Kagura-san! Are you okay, Kagura-san?
Voices murmuring, screaming. But I didn't even have the composure to hear those voices.
Acute appendicitis. You'll be hospitalized for a week. I'm giving you painkillers, but it will still be painful for a few days after the surgery.
The female doctor said such things in a matter-of-fact manner. I hope the hospital stay won't last for a week. Well, I guess I have to think of it as a break that I hardly get to have.
If anything happens, call a nurse. Just press that button and they'll come sprinting.
You shouldn't sprint in the hospital. I'm Yoichi Furano. Nice seeing you, bro. I'm Ren Kagura. Nice to meet you too. Moving from the intensive care unit to the general ward, I greet the patient next to me, a man in his 40s. It seems he had strong side effects from the vaccine, so he will be hospitalized for about a week for examination. Oh, and be careful of the nurse named Yoshimi Mikage. Don't get close to her, because she is...
Time for a temperature check!
Hashimi-chan, you're here! Alright, let's go out with me. I'll take care of you. My pay is good as a public servant.
Ugh, not again! Please stop!
I see. So he doesn't want me to get close to her because he's interested in her. How stupid. She doesn't like it, you know? Please stop. Heh, I'm so into Yoshimi-chan right now. I said she doesn't like it. Seriously, what in the world are you doing? It gets me excited to see a young and beautiful girl, you know? He's just a normal, energetic, middle-aged man. Was hospitalization really necessary? By the way, do you really need to mention that you're a civil servant? What are you saying? Isn't it a stable job where you can receive a decent salary regardless of performance? I'm bored. Way too bored. Being a patient, my job is to rest now. I understand that, but there's too little to do during waking hours. By the way, the old man next door left the room, staggering. It's enviable.
Patients often say that.
While grumbling, a nurse enters the room.
I'll ventilate and tidy up around the bed.
Saying that, she opens the window and starts ventilating. So she's Hoshimi Mikage. She's the assigned nurse for both myself and the old man Furano. Mikage-san, I'm bored.
I'm sure you are. Killing time with a smartphone or a PC? Or maybe with magazines from the gift shop? Oh, he's troublesome, but you can talk to Furano-san next to you too.
Yeah. He indeed is troublesome. Well, talking to him surely won't be boring.
Oh, but please don't become close friends and run around the hospital naked together at midnight, okay?
Like hell I would! Mikage-san laughs and says it's a joke. It's nice to have someone who can make jokes. Mikage-san, if you don't mind, I would be happy if you could come and talk with us regularly.
Huh? Sure. Then I'll come and talk during your break, alright?
She blushes a little, tidies up the area, and closes the window. And the old man's voice echoed in the hospital room. Shimi-chan, you came! Oh, to see me, the old man? Come on, no need to hold back. Jump into this old man's chest. Come on, come on!
Ha!
Hey, old man! Cut it out with that creepy stuff! She's freaked out, you know? I raise my voice and do my best to let her escape. What's with this old man? If I don't protect her, no one will. The next day, when I was idling around with nothing to do, a noisy woman with a talkative tone entered the room.
Ah, here it is, Manami-chan, it's this way. Wait a minute. Let me prepare myself mentally.
Then, my friends came in.
Hey there, Ren-kun. You okay? It's appendicitis, right? We came to visit because we had free time. I came to deliver something on behalf of your sister.
The one with a mischievous smile is Yuna.
Manami said she was too embarrassed to come alone, so she asked me to come along. Hey!
The one who shouted in surprise was Manami Niyama. She's my friend from college, and Yuna is her friend.
Appendicitis, huh? That must have been tough. Your sister told me to bring it to you. Well, I had no choice but to bring it to you.
She said that and handed me my laptop. Oh, my laptop! That's a big help! Thanks, Manami.
Yeah, of course. You look embarrassed, huh? Are you going to confess? What are you saying, this woman?
Manami drugs Yuna while pressing her mouth.
Yuna, shall we see what's going on in that optimistic head of yours on the operating table? Help, Red-kun, help me!
Yuna disappeared from the hospital room, leaving behind a scream. While we were having that conversation, on the rooftop, I'm scheduled to be discharged in about a week. I can't believe it. Well, let's just hope nothing happens. I'm still investigating, but my intuition tells me. Now that I have my laptop, I can work in the hospital room. It's great to be able to work in the hospital room. After all, I'm a freelance illustrator. I want to use my free time for work.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Wow, you're drawing something amazing.
Mikage-san peers into my work. I'm currently drawing an illustration for a game called Love Koi Battle. Sorry. I have confidentiality obligations, so please don't look.
Sorry, I was just wondering what you were doing.
Oh, that outfit. Are you going home? I noticed that Hoshimi was in casual clothes only when she went a bit away.
Yes, I have the afternoon off today. I came to see if you're still bored before going home.
It seems she came to talk for a bit. Well, it's nice and appreciated, but she had forgotten about the existence of a certain man. Hey, Yoshimi-chan in casual clothes! And that slightly large bag! I wonder what's inside!
It's for staying overnight! Ah!
Mikage-san raises her voice. Unbelievably, the old man is reaching into her bag. Stop it! Can't you see she's uncomfortable? As I watch Mikage-san leave as to run away, I said, seriously, that was so wrong. Please show some restraint. Are you listening? I am. The old man, Yoichi Furano, looks at me slowly with a serious expression and opens his mouth. Oh well, I thought she was carrying a really big bag. I was curious what's inside. Saying that, the old man laughs. She obviously just had a change of clothes. You're right! Oh man! I should have opened it and checked what's inside after all. The hospital life only lasted a week. It felt long, but it also felt short. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. You've always helped me. Well, if you don't mind, would you like to meet me privately?
Sure. I would love to. Half a month after I got discharged, I was at a yakiniku restaurant with Manami and Yuna.
All right. Today's a celebration for Ren being discharged. Let's eat meat. Ha! Let's eat!
It was really just a drinking party under the pretense of celebrating. But at first, I seriously wondered what would happen to my body.
You know, when we heard you got hospitalized, Manami was all panicked saying, "My Ren is going to die! I haven't told him my feelings yet." Well, what are you saying?
Huh? As I got drunk, that's what she said.
Oh, well... It's not just because I'm drunk. I actually like you, Ren. Oh, wow, you did it!
According to what I heard later, it was a confession that Manami finally mustered up the courage to make. However, I made an awkward expression. I'm really happy about your feelings, but I'm sorry.
Huh?
Actually, I'm currently... well, I've just started dating someone.
I see. Oh, well... I just got rejected, huh?
Tears flow from Manami's eyes, and I, prompted by Yuna, had no choice but to go home first.
Kagura-san? What's wrong? You seem a bit down today.
The next day, I was walking with Hoshimi. That's right, she's my girlfriend. She said she doesn't have time to date anyone because she's a nurse, but somehow our relationship started. Oh, sorry, something happened yesterday. I'm fine though.
Is that so? Then let's have fun today so you can feel better.
Now, there was a man secretly watching us. I had a bad feeling, but I never expected to turn out like this. It's strange, isn't it? Why do people unknowingly step into unfortunate paths? Hoshimi Mikage, you. I'm sure. I will. In his hand, he was discreetly holding something shining silver. Yes, we kindly ask for cashless payments for purchases at the main venue. Since my energy has returned, I can also enter the event venue that I couldn't go into for a while.
Kagura-san, you fully recovered, haven't you? And in a good mood too?
Well, something good happened after the hospitalization, you know?
I was surprised when you collapsed, but I'm glad something good came after the bad.
Then she, my older colleague, left. Well, it wasn't all good things, though. Manami, she was crying, huh? Whatever I say to her now will only add to her distress. I have no choice but to leave it to Yuna, who told me to do so. And then, more time passed, and about a month had passed since Hoshimi and I started dating. Whoa, what a luxurious dish! I was brought to a high-end restaurant where someone like me, a commoner, would hesitate to enter.
Oh, it looks delicious, doesn't it?
Hey, are you sure you can afford this place? I have been to this kind of expensive restaurant with her several times, but I always end up asking this question.
It's alright, please don't worry about it.
Does a nurse receive such a high salary that they can easily go to fancy restaurants like this?
And besides, I had some extra income, so it's fine. It's delicious.
Extra income, huh?
Are you curious?
She certainly turned her gaze straight at me as if she had erased her expression. In that moment, I felt a chill down my spine. Well, I was just a little curious.
I just sell something as a sole proprietor. That's right. Why don't you try it too, Kagura-san?
Huh?
Yes, you definitely should do it. It actually earns quite well.
Yeah. Well, let me see what you're doing first. Unable to resist her persuasion, I had no choice but to agree. After leaving the restaurant, we decided to head to Hoshimi's apartment. She said she had her merchandise or something there, so she wanted to show it to me.
It was delicious, wasn't it? Let's earn lots of money and eat more delicious food.
Yeah. She was in a good mood. However, there was something that bothered me. Hoshimi Mikage. I turned around when I heard someone calling her, and there stood the old man, Yoichi Furano. Hey, you two. It's a beautiful night, isn't it? Old man! Instinctively, I stepped in front of Yoshimi, thinking that he must be targeting her, considering what happened in the hospital. Oh, bro, you're like a knight. But, too bad. Hoshimi-chan is coming with me. Something silver caught my eye, reflecting the light from the street lamp on his waist. Could it be a knife? Let's run! I briefly said that and started running, pulling Hoshimi's hand.
Yeah!
I never expected him to bring out something like that. We just kept running, trying to escape. Meanwhile, Yoichi... they got away. It's impossible for an old man like me to catch up with young folks. I tripped over. Oh man. I was ready to settle things today at last, and yet they managed to escape. Well then, to the apartment, I guess. Yoichi murmured to himself as he started walking on the night road again.
We should be safe now.
After shaking off Yoichi, we finally reached the entrance of Hoshimi's apartment. Oh, that old man. So persistent. I tried to catch my breath. We ran quite a bit.
Anyway, come on in. I'll show you what I wanted to show you earlier. Oh, but I guess some tea first.
She smiled and extended her hand while saying that. I could really use a cold drink. My throat feels dry.
Right. Would barley tea be okay?
A cheerful smile. Until that moment, I had no idea about her true identity. This is... And what I saw in her room was something completely unexpected. A large number of syringes and boxes of medicine. Even if she's a nurse, why would this much of them be here?
This is the source of my extra income. It's my merchandise, you see?
Why? I mean, how did you get them?
Huh? It's simple. The doctors in charge entrusted them to me, you know? The rest is nothing much. Just slight tampering with the records of the quantities used. And we just need to coordinate our stories. It's quite profitable, you know? It's for people who work in the underworld and stuff.
What are you talking about? This is undeniably a criminal act. At the very least, it's theft, and it clearly violates pharmaceutical laws.
But the police is scary, right? That's why I want you to act as a shield for me. The higher-ups said that by splitting my roles with someone else, it becomes harder to be caught.
Could those higher-ups possibly be Yakuza? This is bad. It's really bad to be here. I couldn't help but scream and try to run away.
Why are you running away? It's so profitable. Besides, you'll make the higher-ups angry, you know.
Her laughter echoed from behind me. This is no good. Make whom angry? What will happen to me? Anyway, right now, I just need to run away. I ran to the entrance, unlocked the door, and then... Yoichi Furano was standing at the open entrance. He looked down at me, wearing a stern expression. Could it be that this old man is the higher-up she was talking about? If that's the case, what will happen to me? That expression. It seems like you figured out who she is. That's why I told you not to get close to her. Huh? I'm Inspector Yoichi Furano. Toshimi Mikage. You better come with me.
What? Police?
The suspicion of theft has already been solidified. If you run, I'll have to detain you forcefully. The police badge and handcuffs he raised. Are they real? And thus, Hoshimi was taken away by the police and arrested. The complicit nurse was also caught. Later, she was arrested again for drug-related charges, and they all began their long life in the prison. By the way, I've been called to the police a few times. I was even suspected as an accomplice. But the suspicions against me were cleared, and I'm here talking with Yoichi on the rooftop. I never would have thought that you were a police officer. Were you pretending to be hospitalized? No, it really was a side effect of the vaccine. As for the incident, well, it's confidential. But I guess he had a certain level of confidence that Hoshimi was the culprit. Otherwise, he wouldn't bother warning me. So, you were acting like a weirdo in the hospital to avoid revealing your identity? Whoa, I was deceived. Well, that's how it is. I'm a good actor, right? Inspector Yoichi Furano laughs while showing me a kind face. Anyway, you should forget about her and return to a normal life. You're still young, so it's best to look for new love. Saying that, he tells me to go home and sees me off. Well then, about half a year has passed since then. Please proceed to the shuttle bus on the left. Both Hoshimi and the incident have become distant memories. In the midst of it all, I was approached by that lady for the first time in a while on my way back from work.
Then, let's go on a date next time.
It's Manami. I haven't seen her since then, but her first words upon us meeting again were those. Oh, long time no see. I mean, you look well, huh?
Of course I do. At first I cried and cried. I even thought about giving up on you. But you know, I've liked you for years and I couldn't give up. And Yuna told me you broke up with your ex. I also got information about where you're working today. So I thought I have to make a move now before you get taken by someone else again.
She smiles shyly. Will she be my new love? Let's find out after this date.